So next we need to add some content into this area of our admin functions page. When this button is pressed, we need to show some buttons in this area for the admin to uh, get some tasks done. So for that purpose, we have to add some buttons here. So before doing that, we can make some changes in our main.scss file. We added these rules just below the main. All these buttons and sidebar, all these rules were added just below main. But actually, if we look at the HTML, uh, all these buttons come inside the main, right? So, and if you look at this sidebar also, it is within the main. So because of that, since we are using SCSS, we can put these inside this main uh, just to follow the standard of SCSS. So let me paste it, and this should still work as before. So the next step, we need to add these buttons in this content area. So if we go to that admin underscore functions .html file, this is the div that we want to add the content, which has the class main underscore main hyphen content. So here I will create a container, and inside the container I will add a row, and within the row I'm going to add call md3, and I want 4 columns like this. Here I will add a class called tile, and inside this div I'm going to add a button and I will use that class, the tile class here. So I'm going to give some width and height to this tile class, this one. I will give the width as 15 rem and height as 4 rem. And I will also add a border radius of 5 rem, and let me add a background color. For now I will add this color. Let me refresh, and we can see this kind of button. So we want this button to push down towards the middle. So I'm going to add some margin to this container. Empty, I will add the margin top 5, empty 5. So instead of using it as a button, we can add an href enclosing this div as well. So I will use that approach. So I'm going to add here a, and I will add this div inside the a. And now I will add an image here, and I already added some images inside this assets and icons folder. So I will go to asset icons, and I will add this one first. And I will give this name. So if we refresh, you can see it is too big. So we need to resize the image. So I will add an rule for this tile img, and let me give width as 40 pixel, height also 40 pixel, and I will add some margin to the right so that the text and the image will have some space in between. Okay. Now we can see the image is within the tile area. However, we still want this placed properly in the tile. So I can add deflex to this tile, and then I can add another class justify content center. So the content is now in the center of the tile. And also I can add another class align items center as well. So in this flex box classes, we can easily add like this in Bootstrap. Instead of using display flex in the CSS style sheet, we can simply use d-flex and also justify content center like this, align item center. All those display flex classes can be easily used in Bootstrap now. Now it is in the middle. I don't want this to show with an underline. So it's probably because we added a anchor tag here. So I will remove that uh, text underline property. I will use the text decoration none for the anchor. So let's see now. Okay, now underline is no longer there. So, and I would like this to have the uppercase text. So simply we can add some of these classes that we added to these buttons. Like, let me add this button raised class, btn raised class. Now it looks like a button. Now we can add the other buttons also. Before adding the other button, let me change the color of this tile first, background color of this tile, and we'll fine tune a little bit. The background color, we can use this kind of gray color, and when we use that gray color we need to change the font color also, because otherwise the font will not visible properly. So we have to change the color property here. I will use the same color we use for the header, which is this one. And I will add the border as well. One pixel solid, and same color I use for the background I will add for the border. So it looks like this now. Now I can add the rest of the buttons. To do that, I can copy this part. I will remove these first, and instead I will copy this and paste it multiple times. So for the next one, I will use the faculties. Here icon I can use faculty icon. And next I will use the departments. Next, buildings. Let's refresh and see. So right now those are showing on top of each other. So we want to show those side by side. The reason is here we use ahref, and inside the ahref we added this div. So instead of that, what I can do is I can create one more div enclosing this anchor tag. Now we can put this anchor tag inside that uh, call MD3. I will do the same thing for the other tiles also. Let's refresh now. And now we can see the buttons placed side by side. So similarly, I can add the other buttons also. I can copy this entire row this time, and then I can paste it, and I can change the uh, button images and the text. Let's refresh now. and we can see there is some space needed between these two rows. So let me add that margin. For each row we can add my5, margin top and bottom 5. So now we can see it has the space as required. Next, we have to do the same thing for these staff and student buttons by adding this kind of buttons in the content area. So let's do that next.